Is this your first release? Or yeah, I'll just start that all again. That was fucked.
You're right.
Hi, my name is Will, and welcome to the Distorted Transmission for today. I'm talking to Auckland band The Boondocks. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. That was pretty smooth. I'm quite pleased with myself. First off is intros. Could you introduce who you are and who the other member of the band is?
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm the vocalist and the bass player in the Boondocks. And although not with us, Brandon Pritchard's the drummer, and he is here in spirit.
The history of the band, I guess, it's like you haven't been around for too long, but you've done a few things. Could you give me the rough history of the band up to this date?
Yep. So me and Brandon have known each other since primary school. We never really formed a band until maybe 3 years ago. We had a shoegaze band named Synth Vader, and that sort of stopped doing its thing. And so we formed our own band, and we decided to just start jamming. He was a drummer in that band. I was a bass player, and we started practicing. We did maybe three jams together. Decided that we really liked doing rock music, and yeah, got into it. Started gigging pretty much straight away.
So, why did you actually decide to become a two-piece band? Was it because you're just best mates, or was there another reason?
Growing up, I was in a couple bands, and a couple of them were two-piece bands. With my friend Liam, we had a band called Dank. We did Smoke Free Rock Quest and stuff together, and I got the idea from Royal Blood, which was sort of blowing up at the time. Really liked that. Really enjoyed playing music as a two-piece, and yeah, really caught onto that sound. And then you had bands like Skinny Hobos turn out, and always been a fan of the White Stripes. So two-piece bands have always kind of been something I've liked quite a lot. Just decided to go with it.
Let's talk about your single "Alone." I've played that the track at the beginning of this interview, so some people should have heard it by now. Is this your first release?
Yeah, it's our debut single. Yep.
Okay. Did you record other tracks to release alongside it, like that are going to come out sort of in some sort of arrangement in the future, or is this basically just it for now?
Yep. So this is it just for now, but we are planning on doing an EP. We recorded the song with Scott Seabright. He's a great producer. He reached out to us after being suggested to us through Lorenzo Hazelwood, who's in Silkro. He reached out to us, asked to record a single. We said yes, obviously, and recorded the single with him. And we liked it so much that we want to record an EP. So that's on our bucket list for this year, is to record an EP with him.
Cool. Well, I mean, as a band, you haven't been around that long. So what's your set list like? How many original tracks do you actually have?
We've written about 13, 14 songs together, maybe 4 of which are pre-written just as riffs before I got into the band. And then kind of together, we've smashed out quite a few tracks.
Well, it should be pretty easy to release something then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of bands, when they release their first single, they quite often sort of couple it with a music video or something along those lines. So will you be maybe making a music video for it at some point in the future, or is that not on the cards?
We were planning on doing one. Unfortunately, it was in the middle of a cyclone when we were talking about doing one. And then when we wanted to do one, it was too much of a time restraint. We wanted to get it out in April. And the whole idea was to do a music video based around a Sasquatch. Hiring Sasquatch costumes are not easy. They're not easy things to get a hold of. And so, yeah, we we kind of canned it for the moment, but we do want to do a music video when we release an EP.
Is the Sasquatch in the video, is that what the song's about?
It's just because Sasquatches are quite lonely, and the song's about being alone. So,
Okay.
yeah, the song's just about. It's quite hard to describe. It's about maybe being gaslighted by somebody, so being psychologically manipulated by someone, and the hypocrisy that comes along with it, and it's sort of like a satire commentary on situations like that.
Okay. I guess a lot of Sasquatch maybe experience that in their day-to-day life.
Yeah, possibly.
All right, cool. Next question, gigs. Have you got gigs coming up?
Yep, we got one which will probably have been done by the time this comes out. We got one with Silkro and Bad Jones at the Underground on the 14th of April. That's going to be cool. We've got a really cool one coming up on May 6th in Mount Maunganui. We're opening up for Dead Favors, along a special guest, which I'm not sure will be announced by the time it comes up. But, you know, special guest and Dead Empire. So it's going to be a pretty cool show. Really looking forward to that. Expanding out of Auckland with our live shows has been very rewarding. It's been great.
All right, Scott. Well, there's not a lot more to talk about, partially because this interview was a little bit impromptu. The guys that I was supposed to be interviewing today ended up sort of bailing on me for various reasons. So you guys were looking for an interview and you sort of jumped in at the last minute. Yep. So I didn't have quite as much time to prepare than normal. But yeah, I appreciate you sort of popping in and filling in the slot for me.
All good.
So yeah, finally, is there anything else you'd like to add to your interview?
No, just cheers to everyone who's been supporting us lately. You can find us on Spotify and all that when our song drops on the 21st of April. And yeah, cheers everyone. I hope to see you at some of our shows. And yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks very much. Catch you later.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
And thanks for watching.